Alright, so for this class, one of the things that you need to do for the business case is figure out how to do a net present value. So I'm going to show you real quick how you go about doing this rather than have you guys try to struggle with this. Let's do pulled up my Excel spreadsheet here, and we're going to come up and we're going to say year 1, 2, 3 of an investment. And we'll have a cost associated with it each year, and we'll have a revenue or savings, something positive that's going to come out of it. So let's say first year it's going to cost us $500,000, right, to invest in this thing, and we're not going to get anything out of it because we're still working on it. Next year we're going to have $300,000 because we finish it up halfway through. Let's say $300,000, and then we get maybe we get $100,000 out of it. By the time we implement it, we get $100,000 in savings for the rest of the year. Following, we've got $50,000 just to maintain it, and that's probably going to be going forward. That's what we'll have to pay. But in this this year, we get the full, let's say, $600,000 savings that we initially wanted to invest in. Okay, so now you want to say, well, what's the value? If I'm looking at a 3-year investment, what should I put into it now so that I break even? Well, what you got to do is put in an interest discount, like 0.1, like this is 10%. Although you're actually not going to get something like that, but let's just say 10%. And that's basically your revenue value that says finance is going to say, I need to get at least 10% return on this year over year. Otherwise, I'm better off just investing the money in the stock market, right? Or something along those lines, or in bonds, I can get something. So it's going to say, your finance is going to say you have to have at least this much return. Then you come up and you say, all right, well, let's do a net present value over 3 years. And there's a bunch of formulas that you can find, and net present value is going to be one of them that you find in here with different functions. And it kind of walks you through how to enter all that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do it right in line here. Do equal NPV. And it will tell me as I do this, click that guy, whoops, NPV, parentheses, and it kind of tells you, you put the rate, comma, value, value, value. So the value needs to be the difference between the cost and revenue savings, which I forgot to do. So we're going to do the revenue, which is, let's do equal, whoops, come here, come on, no, stop. Okay, here we go. This is, trust me, I'm a professional. Equal sum, click, minus the expense, and that's my cost. $500,000, that's going to cost me, okay? So my revenue, what I'm getting, minus what the cost was. And let's just grab this little corner here and spread that out so we get that across these other two. It does the same thing. 100 minus 300 is negative 200. But here, when you're making money, you get 600 minus 50 is 550,000. So let's go back to our NPV. And what are we doing here? Equal NPV. And then our rate that we're going to click, it's going to be this guy, G. The first value, and then we do a comma. First value that we click, it's going to be this one, comma. Second value is going to be this one, comma. Third value is going to be this one. Put in parentheses, compute it. It looks like this is going to cost me over 3 years. It's going to be negative 206,000, which stands to reason. You spend 500,000 today, and then you spend another 200, so that's 700,000, and then you're only getting back in the third year, that's 550,000. So, even if you didn't have an interest rate associated, it'd still be at least 150,000 in the hole. So you've got, or 250,000 in the hole. You got, looks like 206, so it got bigger. But what if we did this? What if we said, okay, well, I want to know if in 4 years do I make money? Let's take this guy, 50,000. That's what it costs me year over year. Fine. I'm going to get the same amount of savings the next year, or same amount of revenue. Fine. Then let's do this, and we'll say, all right, this is what the savings would be the second year. Let's do our NPV then, and add F5 into there. So the fourth year. Oh, well, look at that. If I look at how long I'm willing to wait, if I wait 4 years, I'm getting 169,000. So then it's positive net present value. It's a good investment if you have a 4-year time horizon. If you keep going out, obviously this is going to get much, much bigger. So what that's saying is that I am beating my 0.1 interest rate by $169,000 if I go ahead and make this investment. That's what an NPV, net present value, does. When you get that number, you want that to be positive. If that's positive, that's a good case, business case, to go forward with the project.